that the country has ever seen. That's how we're doing. And let me just tell you, because I hear a couple of the fakers the other day said, well, I think it's Obama's economy. Obama's economy. Obama. They want to put on more regulations. They want to take back your tax cuts, which are massive. They want to take them back, and they want to raise the hell out of your taxes, and the whole thing will go boom. So we need more Republicans. We got to get out there in the midterm. We got to get more Republicans. Let them come in from all over the place. We don't care. We're not going to let it happen. And by the way, today I signed an executive order. We're going to keep families together, but the border is going to be just as tough as it's been. Democrats don't care about the impact of uncontrolled migration on your communities, your schools, your hospitals, your jobs, or your safety. Democrats put illegal immigrants before they put American citizens. What the hell is going on? Illegal immigration costs our country hundreds of billions of dollars. So imagine if we could spend that money to help bring opportunity to our inner cities and our rural communities and our roads and our highways and our schools. It doesn't happen, but it's happening. It's happening. We have a single protester. There we go. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye, darling. So we have a single protester. He's going home to his mom. Say hello to Mommy. And tomorrow, the fake news will say tomorrow, massive protests at the Trump rally. One person. Massive protests. Ay, ay, ay. So we're going to make it great for Americans. And we're going to take care of people. And we do want people coming across our border, going through our ports of entry. But we want people to come in through merit, not just through luck or happenstance. We want them to come in through merit. Because you have to mark up thousands of miles coming through Mexico. You come up thousands of miles coming through Mexico, and we're going to stop it. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Go home to your mom, darling. Go home. Get them out of here. Out. Was that a man or a woman? Because he needs a haircut more than I do. Sure. Couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Needs a haircut. But the media never talks about the American victims of illegal immigration. I know them well. I know so many of them. And the heroic agents and officers of ICE and the Border Patrol who save millions, just the job they do, save thousands and thousands of lives and are so brave. If you want to create a humane, lawful system of immigration, then you need to retire the Democrats and elect Republicans to finally secure our borders. 500 days. So now it's like 511. In 500 days, we've cut more regulations than any president in the history of our country, whether it's 4 years, 8 years, or in 1 year. In one case, 16 years, we've cut more regulations in 500 days than any president. Even our 16-year president. We've opened up energy exploration in Anwar in Alaska. They've been trying to do that from before the days of Ronald Reagan. Couldn't get it done. We repealed the core of Obamacare. The individual mandate is gone. So unpopular. The individual mandate, where you pay a fortune for the privilege of not paying for insurance for health care. And let me tell you, we just repealed it. You don't have to pay anymore. So big, so big. And we would have repealed and replaced Obamacare, although we've gone a long way toward doing that anyway. We just had to do it a longer route. Because we had a gentleman late into the morning hours go thumbs down. That was not a good thing he did. That was not a good thing for our people, for our country, whether you're Democrat or Republican. Fair and reciprocal trade. We don't want stupid trade like we had for so long. Stupid trade. Remember the word reciprocal. Remember the word reciprocal. We have been ripped off by almost every country on earth, our friends and our enemies. And I hate to say it, our friends do a bigger and better job than the enemies. But those days are over. Those days are over. And even before we finish off with the trade deals, and we will finish off with the trade deals, people don't realize we have the cards because we're the piggy bank that everybody was robbing for 30 years. We will not be taken advantage of anymore. We're a great country. We're going to be an even greater country, hopefully greater than we've ever been before. We have such potential. We just secured a record $700 billion in funding to rebuild our military, which was in very sad shape. And we have approval for next year, $716 billion. We're ordering new planes. We make the best in the world. We're ordering new ships. We're ordering new military equipment. And we even gave our great warriors a raise. So we passed a bill that they've been trying to pass for almost 40 years. It's called VA accountability, where now you bring the person into the office and you say, Jim, I'm sorry to tell you, you're fired. Get out of here. Boom. And by the way, we passed another one. It's called Right to Try. Do you know what Right to Try is? Very proud of it. Right to Try. These are people that are terminally ill. It's sad. They travel all over the world if they have the money. If they don't know what to do. If we have drugs that haven't been approved yet but are showing tremendous promise, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how sick you were, where you were, you couldn't get it. And the reason was they didn't want to do anything that's going to hurt you. You're not going to be around for 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, I kept saying, why can't we do something? If people had the money, they'd travel to Africa, to Asia, to Europe, trying to find the cure. It was called hope. They wanted hope, and they couldn't get it. I said, it's ridiculous. I got involved, and this is also like Veterans' Choice. For many years, people have tried to pass it. And Kevin was a great help, I have to tell you. Kevin McCarthy, who just left the stage, was a great help. So were your congressmen, a great help. And we got right to try passed, and 4 weeks ago, I signed final legislation, and we're very proud. And many people are going to be saved. Many, many people are going to be saved. Those hats, they were seeing too many people with, you know that. That was an amazing evening. That was one of the most incredible evenings, because that's a movement the likes of which this country has never seen before. This country has never seen. You know, we talk about the forgotten men and women. They're the smartest people. They work the hardest. They pay taxes. They do all of the things, and yet they were the forgotten people. And believe me, our people are the smartest and the hardest working, smarter than anybody and the hardest working. You know, a little thing I was talking about today. You ever notice they always call the other side, and they do this up, the elite. The elite. Why are they elite? I have a much better apartment than they do. I'm smarter than they are. I'm richer than they are. I became president and they didn't. And I'm representing the greatest, smartest, most loyal, best people on earth. The deplorables, remember that?